Hey there, a little tutorial how to play Every Little Heart by the Tallest Man on Earth. First, tuning. Your guitar should be tuned to CFCFCF with a capo at the 3rd fret, so it goes up to E flat, A flat, E flat, A flat, E flat, A flat. And good news, there's an alternate bass going on throughout the whole song, so I don't know about you guys, but it makes those hard fingerstyle songs easier to learn for me because there's something to hold on to, so you have that for the whole song. And the first chord, your alternate bass, is between the open 5th string and the 4th string at the 3rd fret. Play that with your middle finger because we're going to add a melody on top of that and it's going to be more convenient that way. And on top of that, we add a pattern with index and middle finger on the 4th and 3rd fret strings. Sorry. He uses that chord as an intro, and a little extra thing he does is sliding up to that 3rd fret. And on the first time of the measure, he's going to play both bass notes and slide up. So, there. And now back to normal. And there's another cycle, so up and that's your intro. Then we have that melody. We're gonna save that for later and go to the verse, which is basically the same thing minus the melody, so it's a bit easier to start with that. So, always the same pattern, and your bass notes, first chord, open 5th and 4th string 3rd fret, the one we already played, and then 6th string 2nd fret and 5th string 5th fret. And for the 3rd and final chord, we just slide up the index finger to the 3rd fret. And with that picking hand pattern on top, it goes like this. But then only for the 3rd chord something different happens, which is you have that first bass note and then 2nd bass note starts a 3-finger row with the index and middle fingers. So on the 5th, 3rd, 2nd strings, and then again. And a little subtle thing he does is before playing that bass note, he's going to slide it up to add something a bit more dynamic, like this. So the whole pattern goes like this. Okay, and then what about that melody we left off? So exact same thing, but with a melody on top of the first chord. So the melody on its own is 1st string 3rd fret put off to the 2nd fret. So you're going to play that with your fourth finger and your index finger, because you already have that middle finger on the fourth string for the alternate bass. So 3, 2, and then open, then up to the second string, 3, open, then to the third string, 5th fret played with the pinky, then again open second string, open first string, and finally open third string, sorry. And then one difficulty is not to mess up that note like I just did, and the other difficulty, of course, is managing to play that on top of the alternate bass. And you might want to add that little flamenco thing on the first time of the measure as well. And then it goes back to what we already know. And another difficulty here is when you have to go for a second round and you have to be prepared with the bass notes already there and those 2 fingers on the first string ready to pull off as well. Okay, so verse, we already saw the first half, and then there's the second half. I wanna breathe and work for every little heart I know, twice and word. So what's going on here? This part is relatively easy. So we still have that pattern with the open third, and open second strings with your index and middle finger, and an alternate bass on top of that. So the first chord, the bass, is a 6th string, 2nd fret, and open 4th. One thing he seems to do on the live versions I've seen, and that I like to do as well, is also fretting the 5th string at the 4th fret to do a bit of a power chord on the first time of the measure. But it's optional. It does make it easier for the next chord though, because your bass is going to be the open 6th string and the 4th string 4th fret. So with the melody on top. And then third chord, your bass is open 5th and 4th strings, so simply. Next chord, we already know this one too. 6th string 2nd fret, 5th string 5th fret, and finally again open 6th string and 4th string 4th fret. And one thing he does consistently on every live video I've seen, but I don't think it's on the record, is on the second repetition, is going to play a hammer on the 5th string between open and 2nd fret. thing goes like this. Twice. Then we have the chorus. Which is basically this twice. So the bass first. Open 5th and 4th. 6th string 3rd fret and open 4th. 6th string 1st fret and open 4th. And open 6th string 4th string 4th fret. So it goes like this. But then there's the melody on top. So he does it with those fingers. I find it easier with these two. You're going to fret your 3rd and 1st string both at the 3rd fret. And then we're going to have a movement with this figure sliding up and down. 3rd, 5th, open, 2nd. As usual, the difficulty is to keep the alternate bass on top of that. First chord, you're going to want to add this little roll here. And then again the chord. That was very slow, I'll do it again. Again. And then we're going to the 2nd fret, but we also need to have that bass on the 6th string 3rd fret, and we are going to move this finger up. Maybe when you start learning this, especially if you have a wider fretboard like I do with this nylon guitar, you won't quite get there, but with some practice you'll get it. And then the pattern is, and then again, then we're sliding up 2 frets. So now your higher strings are all open and the only fretted note is that bass on the 6th string 1st fret. And finally, open 6th string 4th fret, 4th string 4th fret, and the same pattern. So the whole thing goes like this. After that first chorus, there's a bit of a bridge that mixes what we just played with the melody from the intro. And it's a bit tricky. First, it's tricky because you're just done playing this and you have to go again to that position where you're prepared to play your alternate bass melody on top. So we already know this, but then we go back to this, and I think that's one of the trickier things in the whole song. Twice. And then back to the regular version, like in the intro. After that, we've got another couple verses, another chorus, and then we only have the outro left that we haven't played yet. It goes like this. So it's basically 4 rounds of this, but the third one is a bit different. There's an harmony on top of that. But the main part goes like this. Alternate bass between open 5th string and 4th string 5th fret. And then the bass is between 6th string 3rd fret with open 4th, and 1st string 6th string 1st fret and 4th string open. So, with the melody on top of that. You're going to play that 5th fret for the bass with your 4th finger, which leaves space to play a melody between the 3rd and 5th frets. Maybe I'll play the melody first. So, open 1st string, 3rd string 3rd fret, 3rd string 5th fret, 2nd string open, hammer on the 2nd string up to the 3rd fret, and then open string again, so 3rd string 5th fret, 3rd fret, and then we're going to move down on the fretboard so you can play the 2nd fret with the same index finger. With the bass on top, it goes like this. And then, while you play that 2nd fret on the 3rd string, you're going to play the 3rd fret of the 6th string as a bass. And from there, we're going to play that pattern with index and middle finger again. Only once though. After you've played another bass and that open 4th string with the 3rd and 2nd string together, descent. So, the outro is basically 4 rounds of that, but only the third round is a bit different because we're going to play like octaves between the fourth and second string, so both notes on the same fret. With a major or minor third on top of that, so on the third string. So the first chord we're going to play is open fifths, fourth string fifth fret, third string third fret, second string fifth fret again. And for that very first chord we're actually going to play the fifth, third and second strings together, and then the alternate bass picks up after that. And so we're going to open the second string and play third and second together after the second bass note. And so for the next chord we're going to move up 2 frets, but we're going to play that third note major. So now you fret the fourth string at the third fret, the third string at the second fret, and the second string at the third fret. And we keep playing that alternate bass on top of that. So you should end up playing those 3 notes together there. And then we're going to move up to a minor chord again, so you're going to fret 7th fret on the 4th, 5th fret on the 3rd string, and 7th again on the 2nd string. So we've done that. And then again, open, and this one again. And again, the difficulty is to play the alternate bass on top of that. And then back to normal. And there you have it. Hope that helps.